Hello, post-harvest friends, and welcome to our series on the post-harvest physiology and handling of fresh fruit, vegetables, and cut flowers, presented to you by the Post-Harvest Academy. My name is Charles Whitehead, and I'm your post-harvest professor, here to help you to better understand how to handle fresh fruit, vegetables, and cut flowers after harvest. In part 4 of this series, we are looking at the chemical complexity of fresh fruits, vegetables, and cut flowers. As explained in the previous session, the numerous chemicals found in fruits and vegetables contribute in one way or another to their quality. These chemicals can be divided into two categories. In session 1, we looked at the inorganic substances found in fresh fruits and vegetables. These substances do not contain carbon except for carbon dioxide and include things such as water, gases, mineral elements, and their salts. The second category is known as the organic compounds due to the fact that they are carbon-based. It includes compounds such as carbohydrates, amino acids, proteins, lipids, and nucleic acids, pigments, plant hormones, flavonoids, terpenoids, organic acids, flavorants, and much more. In session 2, we are going to look in more detail at the organic compounds found in fresh fruits and vegetables. Organic compounds are carbon-containing compounds. The first group of these compounds is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is the most abundant group of organic compounds in fruits and vegetables. It includes simple sugars such as fructose, glucose, and sucrose, and more complex polycarbohydrates such as starch and cellulose. The simple sugars are formed mainly in the leaves during photosynthesis and related processes and are translocated from the leaves to the rest of the plant. Simple carbohydrates serve as a substrate for respiration and precursors for other organic compounds. The simple carbohydrate content of fruit and vegetables vary between 2 and 30%. Unripe fruits and vegetables contain mainly polysaccharide starch. Ripe fruits contain mainly simple sugars, including fructose, glucose, and sucrose. In the majority of fruit, the sum of the concentration of glucose and fructose far exceeds the concentration of sucrose. Dietary fiber in fruit and vegetables consists of the polysaccharides and heteropolysaccharides such as cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectins. This table shows the sugar content of some ripe fruit. Ripe apples contain about 2% glucose and 6% fructose of their fresh weight and only 4% sucrose. Bananas contain more glucose but less fructose and more sucrose. Dates contain 32% glucose and 24% fructose and only 8% sucrose. Tomatoes, on the other hand, contain only 2% glucose, 1% fructose, and 0 sucrose. The next group of organic compounds is the nucleic acids. Nucleic acids play a major role in the control of plant growth, development, and maintenance. The first group of nucleic acids is known as the deoxyribonucleic acids, or DNA. DNA carries the genetic information for the development and functioning of plants. The second group of nucleic acids is known as ribonucleic acids, or RNA. RNA is involved in the translation of the genetic information through protein synthesis. All information controlling the post-harvest development of fresh fruit and cut flowers is contained in the nucleic acids. The next group is known as the proteins. Fruit and vegetables are generally not a major source of proteins. Their protein content is mostly less than 1% of their total fresh mass. However, legume seeds such as peas and bean contain more proteins, up to 8%, while sweet corn contain up to 4% protein. The next group is lipids. They are found in various forms in protective coatings such as the cuticle, membranes, and the oleosomes. Lipids constitute less than 1% of the fresh mass of most fruit and vegetables. The oil content of fruits such as avos and olives can be as high as 25% of the fresh mass. Coconut is a vegetable with one of the highest oil contents, about 30 to 40% of its fresh weight. The next group is alkaloids. Alkaloids are nitrogen-containing, slightly alkaline, mostly toxic compounds. Examples of plant-derived alkaloids is morphine, nicotine, cocaine, caffeine, strychnine, atropine, lycopene, and capsaicinoids. Alkaloids are minor constituents of vegetables and fruits, so you don't have to be concerned of their toxicity. Capsaicinoids are alkaloids that are produced as a secondary metabolite in chili peppers. Capsaicin is the main capsaicinoid in chili peppers, and it causes a burning sensation when it comes in contact with the mucous membranes as a result of its chemical interaction with sensory neurons. Next is the plant hormones. Plant hormones play a very important role in the development of the plant because it controls the growth and development of all plant organs. A specific hormone may affect more than one growth phenomenon. Growth and development is controlled by the hormone balance. There are more than 10 groups of known plant hormones. The first one is auxins, and this hormone is responsible for cell elongation and apical dominance, where the apical bud dominates all the growth of all the other buds. The second hormone is gibberellin, which is also involved in stem elongation and germination. Thirdly is cytokinins. Cytokinins are involved in cell division and delay senescence. Then the only gaseous hormone is ethylene. Ethylene is the fruit ripening hormone and is responsible for accelerating senescence. Abscisic acid is a drought tolerance hormone, and it plays a very important role in seed dormancy. The brasinosteroids is a group of hormones that are also involved in cell division, elongation, and differentiation of numerous cell types. Jasmonic acid is involved in plant defense against herbivores and pathogens. Salicylic acid is involved in plant defense against biotropic pathogens. And the strigolactones are involved in controlling above ground plant architecture, such as, for example, by inhibiting axillary bud growth, underground communication with adjacent organisms, germination, root architecture, leaf structure, and enhanced leaf senescence. Florigen is a hormone that promotes flowering. This picture demonstrates the major role of some of the plant hormones. Initially, growth is characterized by a process of cell division. During this phase of development, cells divide but do not enlarge. And this process is controlled basically by the cytokinins. After that cell division comes the process of cell enlargement, where most of the growth occur. This process is controlled by the auxins and the gibberellins. Then comes the process of maturation, during which the fruit prepares for ripening, and ripening is then facilitated by the hormone ethylene. The next group of organic compounds is the organic acids. These include the fatty acids, the amino acids, and the acids of respiration. An excess acid is stored in the vacuoles, so fruit juice is acidic in nature. Pure blackcurrant, lime and lemon and passion fruit juice contain more than 3% acid. The dominant acids in fruit are malic acid and citric acid. Fruit that contain predominantly citric acid includes the berries, citrus, guava, plum, pineapple, pear, and pomegranate. Fruit that contain predominantly malic acid include apples, bananas, cherry, melon, and most stone fruit. Vegetables that contain predominantly citric acid is beetroot, leafy vegetables, legumes, potato, sweet potato, tomato. And vegetables that contain predominantly malic acid includes broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, celery, cucumber, lettuce, and onion. Some fruit and vegetables have other dominant acids. For example, isocitric acid is the dominant acid in blackberries, youngberry, boysenberries, and carrot. Tartaric acid is the most notably acid in grapes. Oxalic acid, which is toxic, is the dominant acid in spinach, chard, kale, soy, almonds, potatoes, tea, rhubarb, cereal grains, and beets. Next on the list is flavor compounds. Flavor is determined by taste and aroma. Taste is determined mainly by sugars, acids, salt, and bitter principles. Taste-related compounds are compounds that are not regarded as taste compounds but affects the taste of the fruit, and these include tannins that causes astringency and capsaicin that causes pungency. Aroma is produced by low molecular weight compounds that are volatile at ambient temperatures. So these compounds are sometimes dissolved in terpenoids to form essential oils. Most fruits and vegetables and ornamentals produce more than 100 different volatile compounds in very low concentrations. The different compounds become the dominant compound at different stages in the maturation and ripening cycle of the plant. Vitamins is also an important organic compound in fruits and vegetables. Many fruits and vegetables contain vitamin C. Fruits and vegetables supply about 40% of the requirement for vitamin A and folic acid. Pigments are very important organic compounds in the appearance of fruits and vegetables. The green pigments are known as the photosynthetic pigments of the chloroplast. This includes chlorophyll, which is the green pigment found in green fruit and vegetables and is involved in photosynthesis. There are different two types of chlorophyll, namely chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B, and they appear in a ratio of 3:1 in green tissues. Also in the chloroplast are the carotenoids. The carotenoids are yellow, orange and red 14-carbon terpenoids, and they're also involved in photosynthesis. They are present in green leafy vegetables, in tomatoes, sweet corn, sweet potatoes, citrus, apricot, peppers, carrots, squash, yellow and orange flowers, etc. A fresh carrot can contain as much as 0.1% beta-carotene. Xanthophylls and carotenes appear in a ratio of 1:4 or to 1:6 in plants. This picture shows different kinds of photosynthetic pigments. Here we see the green pigment of photosynthesis, chlorophyll, as the dominant pigment. In the tomato, it's lycopene, which is a carotenoid. In the netted melon, orange pigment is also a carotenoid, as is the yellow pigment in apricots. And we see the yellow pigment in pineapple is also caused by carotenoids. And in the banana, we see the green pigment is caused by chlorophyll, which breaks down during ripening to expose the underlying yellow pigments, the carotenoids, during ripening. There are also water-soluble pigments in the plant, and they are stored in the vacuole. They include the phenolic compounds that contribute to color, astringency, bitterness, and flavor. They are known for their antioxidant properties. The phenolic compounds derive from phenol, and there are more than 8,000 phenolic compounds present in plants. Many contribute to browning of wounded or aging plant tissues when oxidized to brown products by molecular oxygen or through the enzyme polyphenol oxidase. Polyphenols are a class of naturally occurring phenolic compounds. They are found largely in fruit, vegetables, cereals, and beverages. Fruits like grapes, apple, pears, cherries, and berries contain up to 200 to 300 milligrams of polyphenols per 100 grams of fresh weight. Polyphenols protect plants from ultraviolet radiation and harmful disease-causing pathogens. Flavonoids are the largest group of polyphenolic compounds. The flavonoids is a large class of plant pigment that includes flavones, flavonols, anthocyanins, and proanthocyanins. They are found in various fruits and vegetables such as apples, berries, grapes, red onions, red cabbage, and they play a key role in attracting pollinators and seed disseminators. Anthocyanins cause brilliant colors in shades of red, pink, blue, and purple. They protect the plant, the fruit against harmful organisms, especially in unripe fruit. They inhibit or stimulate enzyme activity. Proanthocyanins or condensed tannins contribute to the color, taste, and nutritional profile of fruits and vegetables, and cause astringency in fruits such as quince, unripe bananas, and persimmons. They are also located in the vacuole. Examples of anthocyanins in plants are pelargonidin, which has an orange-red color, cyanidin with a red-purple color, delphinidin with a blue-purple color, peonidin with a red color, malvidin with a deep purple color, and petunidin with a purple color. Different plant organs have different anthocyanins in them. For example, a red rose contains the anthocyanin cyanidin. Pink petunia contains pituitrin. Red apple peel and red grape peel contains cyanidin, and red grape peel also contains melvidin and pelargonidin. The strawberry contains pelargonidin. The red cherry contains cyanidin, and the red plum as well. And these are pictures of different anthocyanins in fruits. So the strawberry and also cherries, red grapes, red apples, and the red coloring in ripe peaches. The next group of pigments is known as the beta-lions. Beta-lions are pigments restricted to a small group of 10 plant families. Examples of plants that contain beta-lions is the beetroot and the bougainvillea. They are subdivided into two groups, the beta-cyanins, which are red, and the beta-xanthins, which are yellow. They are not related to the anthocyanins. They contain nitrogen and do not respond to changes in pH. Tannins are also an important group of organic compounds in plants. They are astringent and they're polyphenolic compounds, and they bind to and precipitate proteins and various other organic compounds, including amino acids and alkaloids. Lignin is also very important. Lignin is a complex organic polymer deposited in the cell walls of many plants, making them rigid and woody. Now, in part 5 of this series, we will look at the pre-harvest factors that affect the post-harvest quality of fruit, vegetables, and cut flowers. For more information on the specific commodities, please visit our website at www.postharvestacademy.net. See you next time.